Holy cow. Multiply this 2 by 2 to a 2 by 2 and then subtract the 2 by 2. Well, the nice thing about multiplying two by 2s is you're allowed to do it, and you're going to get a 2 by 2 in the end. So this will become this, but it's going to be pretty sloppy. So let's split this up. Like I said, you're going to get a 2 by 2 in the end. There you have it. We're going to take the first matrix, we're going to split that by rows. We're going to take the second matrix, split it by columns. And remember, you multiply the first element in each row column combination, then add you multiplying the second element. So if we want to, since we're only doing something times something and something times something, we could just throw those plus signs in the middle, get that out of the way right now, because why the heck not? So 6y times negative y is negative 6y squared. Y squared and negative 6 is negative 6y squared. So those will combine at some point. We've got first row, second column, so 6y and xy becomes 6xy squared. And then y squared and x squared becomes x squared, y squared, I guess if we're keeping with alphabetical order. Okay. Doing great, doing great. Second row, first column, negative 2y, negative y, positive 2y squared. And then we got negative 2y, negative 6, positive 12y. And then last but not least, we've got ourselves the second row, second column. So that's going to be negative 2y, xy, so negative 2xy squared. And then negative 2y, x squared is going to be negative 2xy. No, x squared y. Ooh, that was a close one. Now, we're going to still subtract u once we get there, but we're not there yet because we have some simplifying that we can take care of right now. All right, so let's simplify. Lots of combining like terms. Negative 6y squared plus negative 6y squared is negative 12y squared. 6xy squared plus x squared y squared doesn't combine, so this ends up being 6xy squared plus x squared y squared. These guys don't combine, so 2y squared plus 12y. And these guys don't combine, so negative 2xy squared minus 2x squared y. And after all of that, we still have this matrix floating around. Now we are subtracting a 2 by 2 minus a 2 by 2, which is perfectly allowable. And what we'll get is we'll get at 2 by 2. Right? So you're the first element. So negative 12y squared minus 6y has no combining, so negative 12y squared minus 6y just ends up being that. All right. We've got 6x squared y squared plus x squared y squared minus negative 6. So it's going to be, let's get this part out of the way, 6x squared y plus 6x squared y squared minus negative 6 minus negative 6 plus 6. Okay, two more. 2y squared plus 12y minus 3y. So 2y squared is 2y squared. Plus 12y minus negative 3y is plus 15y, because minus negative is plus a positive. So 12y plus 3y is 15y. Why? Because I said so. And then we've got negative 2xy squared minus 2x squared y minus y. Nothing happens there. Pretty gross stuff, but we did it.